In this video, I'm going to break down the exact behaviors that reveal a woman's true feelings, the subtle, consistent patterns that tell you whether she's genuinely into you, emotionally invested, or just keeping you around as an option. By the end of the video, you won't be guessing anymore. You'll know. Jessica OS here. Welcome to the channel. She invests without being asked. You know what matters more than chemistry? Investment. Because people invest in what they value, plain and simple. When a woman genuinely likes you, you will not have to drag effort out of her every step of the way. And that's key. You see, a woman who's truly interested starts participating in the connection voluntarily, not because you pressured or guilt-tripped her, okay? She does it because she wants to. Now, know this. A woman can enjoy your attention without ever being emotionally invested in you. She can like the validation, the entertainment, the emotional support, the free dinners, the consistency and comfort of knowing that you'll always be there. But the moment you actually start carrying the entire interaction, everything will collapse. And I've seen this happen many times. That's how you know the relationship was being powered by your effort alone. And some of you watching this already know exactly what I'm talking about. You're always the one who are sending those good morning text messages first. You're always the one planning dates, always the one restarting dead conversations, always the one who's checking in after weeks or days of silence. You're always the one trying to keep the momentum alive. Meanwhile, what's she doing? Just responding. You see, that's not a mutual investment, and you need to start seeing it for what it is. It's maintenance. A woman who genuinely feels something for you starts making her own emotional deposits into the relationship that's forming. Sometimes she'll reach out first. Sometimes she'll send you things that reminds her of you. She checks if you've got home safe. She notices when you've been quiet. She creates opportunities to continue the conversation instead of constantly ending it. But to be clear, investment isn't always loud. A lot of people think that if a woman isn't dramatic or overly expressive, it could mean that she doesn't care, but that's not exactly the truth. Some women are naturally reserved. Some are calm, some are soft-spoken, like me. But even reserved women invest when they genuinely value a man. The difference here is inconsistency, okay? A woman who likes you consistently moves towards you. Maybe slowly, maybe subtly, but she moves towards you. A woman who's unsure about you stays passive and lets you do all the work. Now, what I need you to do is to take your time and observe whether she naturally invests without constant prompting from you, because there's a huge difference. One of the biggest signs of low interest is inconsistency. She gives you just enough attention to keep you emotionally attached, but never enough consistency to build something real. One day she's warm, the next day she isn't, right? She disappears. And because the highs feel so good, you basically just ignore the overall pattern. But consistency is the pattern, not the isolated moments in between. Signal 2. She makes access easy. When a woman truly likes you, access to her becomes easier over time and not harder. Remember that. A lot of men are out here trying to interpret inconsistency as mystery, emotional unavailability as depth, and difficulty as attraction. They think if a woman is hard to reach, constantly busy, emotionally distant, or unpredictable, it somehow means that she's valuable or secretly interested. Not necessarily. You see, in many cases, it means exactly what it looks like. Low interest. Because you see, when women genuinely want people or someone in their life, they naturally make room for them. Now, let's be realistic. Everyone gets busy. And I get that. Adults have jobs, responsibilities, stress, family issues, emotional baggage, and lives outside of trying to date or find someone to date. I get that. It's not about expecting instant replies every second of the day or demanding constant attention. A woman who likes you makes it easier for you to connect with her. Connections flow more naturally. Plans happen with less resistance. You don't constantly feel like you're trying to win a little bit of her time. You know what I mean? Many men are experiencing women who like them just enough to keep them around, but not enough to prioritize them. And that middle zone destroys men emotionally because it creates a lot of confusion in their heads. You keep getting little bursts of hope. You know, there's a good conversation here, a flirty moment there, maybe one really, really good date. Hell, maybe she calls you late at night. You know, she says she misses you, things like that. But when it comes to consistency, reliability, and genuine openness, then there's friction everywhere. You're always waiting for a reply, clarity, waiting for plans, certainty, waiting for her to finally come around. And meanwhile, you're becoming emotionally invested in potential instead of reality. I need you to listen carefully. Interest that only exists when it's convenient for her is not strong interest. One of the biggest indicators of genuine attraction is willingness and not perfection. Does she willingly make adjustments to see you? Does she willingly continue conversations? Does she willingly create opportunities to spend time together? Does she willingly include you in her routine, or does everything feel like it has to be negotiated? Because if every interaction feels like you're convincing her to care about you, then you're already losing. And I need you to see that. Stop romanticizing women who make you earn basic communication. There's a difference between healthy pacing and emotional unavailability. Healthy pacing says something like, I like you, but I want to move carefully. Emotional unavailability says, I'll give you just enough attention to keep you emotionally attached while contributing almost nothing stable. Those are not the same thing. When a woman truly fears losing a man she values, she rarely risks making access to herself unnecessarily difficult for him, and especially for long periods of time, because people protect what matters to them, period. Signal 3. She's emotionally responsive to you. The real question is this: does your presence actually affect her emotionally? Because when a woman genuinely cares about you, your attention does matter. Your absence matters. Your approval to the things she does matters. The energy between you creates emotional movement inside her. And before someone misunderstands this, let me clarify something. I'm not saying manipulate or control her emotions. This is all about observing whether the connection has any emotional weight at all to start with, right? A woman who genuinely likes you responds to shifts in the relationship. Like if you become distant, she'll notice instantly. If you're unusually quiet, she'll sense it. If you praise her sincerely, it lands emotionally. If you disappoint her, it affects her. If you pull your attention away slightly, she will definitely feel that change. Why? Because emotionally invested people become sensitive to the dynamics of a relationship. Now, you can go ahead and compare that to a woman who is emotionally detached, and it's the complete opposite, right? You can disappear for 3 days and she'll barely notice. You can stop calling, stop texting, stop engaging, and nothing will change on her side emotionally. Zero, zilch. No curiosity, no concern, no effort to reconnect, no shift. Look, that indifference tells a story most men don't want to accept. I'll give you a quick example. Imagine you've been talking to a woman consistently for a few months, okay? Normally, you two communicate daily. Then suddenly you pull back slightly because you're busy, focusing on work and maybe your own life. A woman who genuinely values a connection often will react in subtle ways. She'll be checking in. She'll ask if everything's okay.